Hi, my name is Jen Francis. I'm the Executive Director of Safe Families Canada. We seek to surround families in crisis with caring, compassionate community. In the spring of 2016, I was expecting my first baby, and I was a week away from my due date when we received a call about a mom who was also expecting a baby. She had just arrived in Ontario, she was living in a refugee center, and she had a 2-year-old who she would need care for while she was in the hospital. So we quickly found a host family that was willing to take him in when she went into labor, and I went to meet with her to fill out the paperwork. And while we were talking, I found out that she had just found out she was actually expecting twins. She had a little more time until her due date, but they expected the babies would arrive any day, and she had no clothing, no car seats, nothing for them, nor did she have any money to her name or know anybody in the city of Toronto. 5 days later, she went into labor, and we were able to take in her little boy. And in that time frame between when I met with her and when she went into labor, we were able to collect enough stuff to outfit her entire one room at the refugee center with everything that she could possibly need for the twins and for her little guy. But most importantly, we were able to keep her son out of foster care. And we stayed involved with her over the next 6 weeks, hosting him every week so she could be at the hospital with the premature twins to keep him out of foster care. And in the end, when the twins were released into her care, we hosted him again so that she could keep her family together and not lose them to the system. Safe Families is an incarnational ministry. In the same way that our holy God came to earth and walked amongst us as sinners, He's called us to walk alongside other people in the mess and complexity of their lives, to love them and to be a presence with them as they face the challenges that they face. We also embrace a philosophy of biblical hospitality. If you've read the scriptures, you would have seen numerous times the command to be hospitable and to practice hospitality. And this is something that's not only commanded in scripture, but has been practiced by the church through the centuries. We open our homes, we welcome in the stranger. It could be someone who's been widowed, who's been orphaned, who's poor, who's been displaced from their homeland and has nowhere to go. But in opening our homes, we're able to build real, genuine relationships with people as they dwell with us in our homes as we practice hospitality. Our government child welfare agencies are mandated to remove children from their homes if there is suspected or abuse or neglect that has occurred. In many cases, this abuse and neglect wouldn't occur if the families had proper support around them, if they weren't socially isolated, and if their social safety net hadn't been broken down or completely destroyed. And so at Safe Families, we seek to engage the local church to step in as a volunteer community and become that social safety net around a family so that they can be strengthened and supported in the long term, so they can navigate crisis and avoid abuse and neglect. We do that primarily through what we call our circles of support, where we match a family in crisis with a small group from a local church that will wrap themselves around that family and provide care for them for up to a year. The primary intervention point is when the family is facing a crisis and they need their children to be hosted for a short period of time because the parent is either in hospital or has had a sudden job loss or has been evicted and they have nowhere to live temporarily. So we'll host the children so that they're in a safe place, allow the parent to get back on their feet, and then have the child go back to them. And the rest of the circle of support then walks alongside that parent and their children for up to a year, maybe longer, to bring strength and stability, to be friends to them, and to just be a part of their parenting journey so that they don't get desperate and so that they have people who are there when they need it. To find out more information about Safe Families or how you can get involved, you can visit our website, www.safefamilies.ca, or send us an email, info@safefamilies.ca.